At lunchtime, this Paris bakery is always busy. Workers from local firms head to bakeries like this one, where lunch is almost free. Wherever they see this sign, they can cash in their food tokens. Under French law, employers are obliged to provide a midday meal for their workers. And the whole thing is tax-free. Marc Philippe uses at least one token a day, worth 11 euros. He pays just 3 euros himself. His company pays the remaining 8.
It's a real advantage. I go to the bakery and pay with the voucher. I only pay extra if I go over the limit.
Employees benefit, and so does the local catering industry, but at a huge cost to the state. One example of many which analysts say France can no longer afford.
Les Français sont attachés à l'État-providence.
The French are used to this kind of social welfare, but the system has to be financed, and reforms are urgently needed in view of the crisis and the aging population.
Mettre en place un certain nombre de réformes.
The French economy is not growing. Unemployment is at a record high, and the budget deficit is over the 3% allowed under eurozone rules. One key problem, high labor costs. The average worker costs his employer around 35 euros an hour.
As far as unit labor costs are concerned, they've been climbing steadily in France over the past 10 years. That has not been the case in Germany. France has failed to remain as competitive as Germany, which has managed to lower its labor costs.
That has made France less attractive to small and medium-sized companies. Analysts say France has relied far too long on its automotive industry. And now the industry has hit a crisis. There's a lack of viable alternatives.
We don't have an effective mid-sized sector. We've either got the big champions or very small companies. But if you want to be competitive today in the global market, you need this mid-sized sector that France doesn't have.
The government of François Hollande is already unpopular, so it's not clear whether he'll be able to push through the painful economic reforms needed to put France back on track.